Okay, now I'm making this video about schools' misleading ways. This will not go over everything that they mislead about, but it'll go over a couple things for the time being. So I'm just gonna say what I have to say, and yeah. So my first thing is that school sets you up in a way where you never decided to go. You never decided those classes. You never really wanted to go there. You were just put into it. And I don't think this is like an absolute mega deal for like if you're just going to school like in the first few grades. But when you go to maybe middle school or you go to high school, like you want to learn about many other things, but school does not let you. It says you have to take the same courses the same year about history, science, math, English over and over and over again every single year, which is very frustrating in a way because you're not doing what you want and it feels like that you're almost wasting your time. My second thing is that you only have these like you only got grades. You don't have skills, which I think are much more important. Skills outbeat grades 1,000 to 1 by far. Because if you know how to fix, I don't know, it could be like a car or a lawnmower or a pipe, people will pay a lot more money for that and they'll see that work experience. And they'd rather have that over going, if you go to school and get good grades, because that makes you successful. You go get good grades, you're going to go and say you're getting a job somewhere, and maybe it's like a degree in, maybe it's plumbing, right? So you go get like a plumber degree, or whatever the heck it's called, and you go there and you get it. Now, do you think they'll be more interested in the grades that you got and how you got the good A? Got the good A. Oh God. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going with it. But if you got A or good grades, would they rather take that, or would they rather look at somebody who actually has fixed maybe like a toilet or has fixed something with pipes? Like they would much rather have that person who kind of knows what they're doing than somebody who's coming fresh off the block saying, "Hey, I got this piece of paper. It means well that you can hire me." No, that doesn't work. My next reason, my final reason is that you have no control. Now this I think is really really bad because people think then if they have no control over what they do, we're always regulated every single second in school, from our passing time to every class to our lunch break, and then just getting on the bus going home. Like everything is regulated, and it feels like that we have nothing, that we have no control over this, and it sets up this negative, like a bad like behavior, a bad subconscious thing in your head that your mind and who you are, you cannot in your mind, you cannot control your life. And then you come onto this person who just follows and follows instead of taking your own path and what you want to do. You just keep following these other people. And this control leads to many people not like following their dreams and what they want to do because they were told to do like what, like a Spanish quiz or like a science quiz or some type of, I don't know, quiz or something. But the no control leads to the point where we feel like that we have no control over life. But that's the exact opposite. We have complete control. We were just like mind wiped in a way where we think that we have no control, even though we have it all. And I feel like these can all be improved upon, especially the control. But I didn't think I got everything for setup. So in setup, I also forgot to talk about that you're put on this like scale in a way. Like you're put on this thing where you think that you have a limited capacity on how much you can learn and how smart you are. Now, school gives you a lot of things on what to learn, but it never truly talked about how to learn. See, I just discovered this and like a week ago, and I started to look into it a bit, and I figured out that there is a much better way to learn where you can like mesmerize a lot faster and for long-term memory, where it leads me to the next topic where school has inauthentic learning is what it's called, where basically you study and study and study all this much, but then you kind of forget it like right after the test. Like that's everywhere in school. I've done it too, but like it's awful. I don't like, learning could be a lot better than that. But the way that it's set up is that you're believed to go down this theory route. It's called the parental theory, where you go to school, you go get good grades in that said school, then you go to college, get a degree in something, go get a decent job, then you go get a big house and a nice car. Now, the one thing with this that completely screws it out of the friggin' water, friggin' takes it out, is that you never wrote it and you never wanted it. You never wanted that script. Like, your script could be completely different. It could be go to school, maybe you get pretty bad grades and somehow you dropped out, but then you start a business, you start making some money, and then after a bit of time, you might want to go get wife, kids, and settle down. Like, it's completely up to you. But we're believed that our life is controlled by whoever wants it to be controlled. Whoever, like the person above, the teacher, in a way, the person that speaks to you and talks down to you. They think that they're the ones that are in control, even though it's been you all along. And these could all be very much improved, as I said before. Like how setup. School could set you up in like a way where you go there and it'd show you what you want to do. And it'd tell you what you want to do, and they wouldn't take all the fun out of it. They'd put fun into it. And it would be so much more fun, so much better, and I'd actually remember and learn something from there. The next one that could be highly improved, again, would be only caring about really grades, where I don't think that the school system's great on that. I believe that no amount of intelligence can be graded. No brain can be graded because it can learn from that. So I believe that we should not be chasing grades in school. We should be chasing opportunities, and we should be chasing skills and value in life. And then the next one, no control. Now this one I absolutely hate, how we have no control. This is obviously an awful idea. But the point is that no control, if the students had control over what they do, if they had control over what they want to do, if they have it, they could really do a lot more with it. They'd also become a lot more responsible. They'd become a lot more respectful. They'd respect teachers hell of a lot more. They'd do more, and they'd have a lot more fun doing it. Like, say you're in this class, like I like guitar, and say that I was in guitar, but the day before I was gone. So I take maybe an extra 30 minutes out of my entire schedule then to work on guitar so that I can kind of catch up. And then I go to my next class, which then could be like a certain biology or science, what if I ever wanted to do that. And maybe I'd take less time out of that, but then I'd like ask the teacher what we're maybe doing for the entire day so I can get like a nice description, and then I can catch up some other day. So then you'd have more control on what you want to do in life. And yeah, that basically wraps it up for what I have to say. I guess leave a comment below if you liked it or want to see more, I guess. But do what you want to do. And to take one tip out of this is that one thing that you should know is that do your own thing. Don't trust school like completely. Do not trust it. Don't do that. Because it will misguide you in life and you will not like it. Because just remember that you're in control and you have control of every single situation that comes to you. So I'll see you all later and have a good night.